the pathetically low quantity of people out there watching. I am Dream, and I'm your host, and I'm gonna bring you some fucking Protoss versus Protoss here on the map, Typhon Peaks. It's not Typhoon Peaks, because if it's Typhoon Peaks, it'll be two O's, and there's only one, so it's Typhon. Top right, red Protoss, we got RichJA, and he's saying good luck to his opponent, who is none other than LiquidTyler, aka Noni, aka drinking Chardonnay in his bathrobe after an interview in a steamy room with who knows who, an anonymous person. And this is a Protoss vs Protoss, and usually Protoss vs Protoss is just mirrored. It's just gonna be different shit on different timings of buildings coming out and morphing in. Therefore means more army, or more probes, or more economy, or swift moves, or you know, mind games, or proxies, or whatever the fuck it's gonna be. Because Starcraft2 is full of joy, full of many ways of happiness. You know, which players play thousands of games. They love the game, you know. So, you know, cheers to them. You know, you don't have to be Korean to love Starcraft2. And Noni, he's known, you know, for being in Brood War as a foreign player, and you know, Brood War, and being really good at the game, you know, and going to Korea and finishing, you know, fucking second place in Korean tournaments for Brood War. Okay, you gotta be pretty fucking nasty to do that. As we see we're gonna see both players with, look at this, you see the production tabs, it's the same shit they're doing, so it's all mirrored. And you know, and we're gonna take that away, because you know, that's enough. We know he's playing. And look at this, RichJA is gonna come in, he's gonna start harassing this this pylon here, which you know, don't sleep on it. Probes do a decent amount of damage with those lasers, believe it or not. Look at that. Look at the shield. It's already almost done. Look, 5 a pop. Boom. It's not even gonna charge, you know, chance to recharge because it's constantly getting hit. Look at that. Crazy. Cybernetic score here, or do we have one here? See how Noni's ahead? He's ahead by a couple of milliseconds here, which is Protoss vs Protoss. I haven't done many Protoss vs Protoss. Last one was probably Huck and Kiwikaki, which was decades ago. It was a while, but you can see where's Noni's probe? All right, so Noni's probe is here. All right, so okay, but yeah, RichJA, he's in the main, and he's gonna be here for a while as the first Zealot comes out. But probes are so much faster than Zealots without Zealots with speeds, and then it's impossible to catch. And he's just gonna rally this shit around, you know. And and finally Noni Scout's gonna come in. And he's more than likely going to do the same exact thing. So let's not make a big deal. This Zealot's finally he's gonna chase away this probe, and the Zealot's gonna just start chilling on top of his tramp. And of course, tramp is ramp plus choke. So this probe here of Noni's is now doing the same exact thing as the Zealot here has just given up, and he's just gonna stand there. You know. Oh, a Stalker's finally out, so this will stop the probe. The probe is more than likely dead, and which it is, and now the tech's gonna go down. But look, Noni's already been putting this down. So look at, this is a big shocker here. We're gonna have 4 gate versus 4 gate. That's a real shocker. Protoss versus Protoss is gonna be 4 gate versus 4 gate. And here comes the research. Longest in the game. Who's ahead though? They're about even on the warp gate technology. Actually, no. Noni's ahead in everything. Noni's ahead in fucking life. That's what he's ahead in. Alright, here we go. Another Stalker here coming out for RichJA. As they have the same exact army, which is, you know, which is mirrored, which is amazing, isn't it? Yeah, it sure is. Pylons here going down, and look, the first robo facility of the game is, of course, whose? Oh, it's LiquidTyler's. LiquidTyler's gonna be the first to put on, and the robo's not even going down here yet for RichJA, as he's finally warping in these gateways. And what do we have here? Oh, we have a proxy pylon. Alright, so he could warp shit in there faster. As this is unlocked, Watchtower is abandoned. And it looks like Noni's ahead in this, as finally, look. What do we have? Where is it? Finally the robotics facility is going to go down for RichJA. And this is just going to be a waiting game of macro here. No one's putting down... Both players are being complete slobs and not even putting down their natural. So let's just take that into consideration. Protoss versus Protoss, there's a lot of one base versus one base, because it's like, oh, whoever leaks that 400 minerals first is gonna be behind, man, because that's a lot, you know. It's a lot. It's a big chunk of army. It's like 4 stalkers, so it's a big deal. As Noni, he's gonna keep on, he's gonna keep warping in zealots here. He's got 1 sentry just for that, for the force field, of course, for the tramp, and we don't see any sentries for Rich. But he's got many stalkers, and he's just gonna go zealots. All right. And look at this. First player to make a robotics bay is it's Noni, as he's light years ahead. He's fucking light years ahead of Rich here. So the first Colossus will be Noni's, and he's gonna have the Colossus advantage. Well, you know, he's a top tier player. He's gonna be ahead, you know. It's not like Rich made anything really happen. All he did was scout. It's not like he made any fucking crazy move where, you know, he made a little harassment on probes or his army. So Noni's totally ahead here. He's chrono boosting out the first Colossus. And is he getting thermal lance? No, he's not yet. Whatever. But look at this. Rich is he's gonna go the other way. He's gonna come out of the closet here, and he's gonna build an immortal first. All right. You know, he could be Einstein or he could be a Newton here, but who the fuck knows? But Colossus, they're gonna outrange everything, man. They're a little fucking, it's too much, it's War of the Worlds. It's almost like you see Tom Cruise out there during these battles, man. You're gonna fucking see right now. We're gonna see what happens here. With the Coda Fanny out there, alright? Here we go, and Observer out here. And Tyler sees his composition of his army. Alright, that's what the fuck he sees. He sees that, oh my god, I've got the perfect counter, because Colossus, they will crush. They will crush with their range. That's what they're made for. Their fucking range. As he's just not gonna get thermal lance because he figures that he doesn't even have Colossus. Alright, he's getting his first one right now. As Noni's been making him the whole game already. Okay. What do we got here? The third one's coming out now. So they're both just macroing. The supply's about even, you know. It's about even. As this observer sees everything, so Noni, he feels like he's in control because he probably is, and he is. I mean, I'd say he's ahead, as he's the first player to put down the first nexus of the game, the first natural of the game. So Noni's ahead in many terms here. As RichJA, he's finally gonna start pushing his shit out, and Noni saw this with the observer. Of course, and he's going to probably follow this army. The proxy pylon is being utilized right now. RichJA is going to warp in some more stalkers over here. As some probes being hoarded over here to the natural. And how many Colossus? 1, 2, 3. And the 4th one's halfway out. So Noni's going to have 4 Colossus. Alright? 4 Colossus here. As this army of RichJA does have an immortal, but only 1 Colossus. And this probe has been going, he's been going for a while on these disruptor orbs. By the time this is done, I will be fucking 28 years old. And okay. Alright, here we go. More zealots being warped in. And zealots versus zealots action. But look, there's 4 Colossus versus 2 Colossus and 1 immortal. But the problem is that there's 4 Colossus and Rich only has 2 Colossus, and he's going to be forced to back away here. As this proxy pylon of Rich is going to get taken out, as the 4 Colossus are all still alive and they all have their shields, as this army is still pretty healthy except for a couple of zealots here. But the retreat is on. This Colossus doesn't have any shields, and these stalkers they're pretty healthy. But finally the Nexus is going to go down here for Rich, finally the natural, as Noni's already been mining off his. So he's ahead in many terms. Even army now. Now we have a difference in army by a little bit here, as Noni's up by a healthy amount there. And what do we got here? Another Colossus coming out. Okay, and finally thermal lance is gonna, begin getting researched. As you know what, Rich is gonna go another route, and he's gonna go for some Twilight Council action. He's probably he probably wants blank, or does he want Zealot legs? Fuck it, get Zealot legs, man. Change it up a little bit. Enough's enough already. Come on. 3/4 here. This Nexus is not even done yet. As Noni's he's almost fully saturated here. Missing a couple of probes, but that will begin getting saturated more as more probes are being made here, being shitted out here. As this army of Noni's with the 4 Colossus is gonna head out, and he's gonna try to harass Rich and try to end the game because he knows he's ahead. Probably when Thermal Lance is totally done, which is soon, which will probably be by the time the Colossus get there, it'll be done, and that's gonna be just a huge advantage there. As a Dark Shrine is going down for Rich. Dark Shrine, but it might be a little too late. It's gonna take another half an hour for that Dark Shrine to pop out here, because these Colossus are almost here, and Thermal Lance is about completed. Yeah, it's done. Here we go. It looks like it's over now for Rich. Can he hold on? Can he become a Korean in 5 seconds? He's gonna become Reach out of nowhere. No. Here we go. This Thermal Lance is just being a complete piggish, as the range of it is disgusting. What's the 9 range? Okay, that's like Siege Tank times 3. And there's like 6 Colossus now, and it looks like it's War of the Worlds here, as Rich GG's. LiquidTyler's looking like a study as he is. Just, you know, maybe switch to a Sauvignon Blanc or something. Anyway, I hope everyone enjoyed it out there. Fucking smoke it up.